I think Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is boring as hell, and I am confused.
And I think Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is gay?
You might be right. Grab your bingo cards and let's get
scared.
Hello, welcome to the 9 Lives Horror Club, where we recap and analyze horror movies to break down the real life horrors we're all too scared to talk about. I'm Cheyenne. I bring the analysis and antagonize Ben.
And I'm Ben. I bring overly passionate hot takes. And today we are talking about the worst of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Nightmare on Elm Street 2. That's actually a wildly hot take because I know they get bad later on. And I don't remember like the 5th one or 6th one.
Just every time I learn something about this movie, more and more questions come up for me. But we got some spooky rants to talk about. So if you want to skip ahead to the recap, there will be timestamps in the show notes below. And with that, Ben, what's your spooky business this week? Oh my god, my light is bright.
Honestly, truly. I've obviously, I think last time was my like, oh, summer just started, and so now I'm like one full weekend of summer, and I'm immediately getting hit with the okay, now what kind of feeling.
It's like, are you bored already?
It's not that I'm bored. I have too much time to my own thoughts, and that is a bad place to be, I think. Where I feel all my little like the thoughts I usually try to keep down, but like you got nothing else to do, and they're coming back up.
You gotta find more hobbies. You need hobbies.
What I really need to do is I need to get like a creative outlet that I need to work on. That's my problem, is because I've been playing my little video games, and I know what you're asking for, and I do want to do that.
I don't know what you think I'm asking for.
I've been playing too much of like my video game. And then it's like, so that's most of my days. I'm going to the gym and then sitting in the sun because I'm so pale. And then like, that's my whole day. And at the time, I'm just thinking to myself, like, I need creative outlets to go take up some of this space in my head. I
love that it took you like a week to hit that point. Whereas when I got laid off, it took me about 6 months before I was like,
I am a person who I need routine and I need work. I do. I wish I wasn't. I'm also like, I hate working.
Does it have to be work, or do you just need a project? Because that's different.
I think it's work. I think it's a little bit of work. You know?
No, I don't.
I'm also like, I have my second job working as a cashier at a restaurant. I'm trying to take as many shifts as I can.
Oh my god.
Because I'm like, I need stuff to do.
Okay, there you go.
This is the woes of being a teacher. It might not sound like a lot. You might go, oh, you have to work? Wow, that's your complaint. But it's hard. I think
there's like some other ones you could easily think of and bring up. But hey, that's a spooky rant for another day. But my spooky rant.
Tell me about your spooky rant. No, I complain about not having anything to do. What do you have to complain about?
You got a little glimpse of it before we started recording because, listeners, but it is 2:34. Ben and I were supposed to start recording at 2 because famously, I had technology issues. But my bigger spooky rant of the day is just the state that I am in today. And I'm hoping that talking about it and having our dedicated little hangout time here will bring me out of the absolute, I don't even know the word to describe my mood. So I just got like no sleep. My dear wonderful cats were sleeping on each side of me, which is great and wonderful and lovely, except I learned my chunky boy, Charlie, the one who famously jumped from one cat tree to the other on the last episode and missed. He's really hot, and I can't sleep if I'm hot. I can't do it. And my boy was like spread out as much as he could be. He kept sticking his little feet and his little tails under me, and I was like, those are like kind of fragile compared to like what I weigh as a person, and I'm dead weight because I'm asleep. Why are you doing this? And he's so cute and precious that I couldn't move him.
You simply can't.
That's not legal. That's like a war crime. I couldn't. I'm pretty sure, Ben, as a teacher, you can confirm this. I think that's against the like Geneva Convention laws.
I'm gonna say as a cat owner, it's illegal. I will. Sage, there was a period of time where he liked to sleep like between legs, right? I'm sure your cats might be the same. And so I would let him sleep between my legs every night, to the point that it was actually, I think, really damaging my spine. My shoulders would go numb some days because of my spinal pain.
Okay.
I remember I'd go for, if I went for like a long run, my feet were fully numb. But I said, you know what? He's a little baby boy. It's okay. It's okay that my body's literally breaking right now and he's on a nerve.
Thug will just kind of go wherever he can get. So I have one of the spines that's like, it curves in a little bit too much at the bottom.
Gross.
So he loves to sleep right there, right in that little curve. And my lower back is also baby bitch back, always getting hurt, always boo-boo. But essentially, I got no sleep. I went to get a package this morning, the cord for my mic, so hopefully we don't have any more interference going on. Took a baby sip of my Alani, violently choked for no reason. I had to stop walking. I had to lean against a wall because my back hurt so much that I couldn't just like stand and cough. I was gonna like throw it out.
Oh my God.
And then I didn't even like choke where I coughed something back up. It just hit my throat a little weird. And my body freaked the fuck out. And it just wouldn't recover. And then I was hot and I was overstimulated. And I just haven't been able to bounce back. And then as soon as I was like, okay, we're going to record the podcast. And I'll be distracted and I'll be into something.
We're getting our head. This is a positive reset.
Well, it was. And then literally everything I own just stopped working at one time.
But it's working now. So it's a positive reset
now. And that's my spooky rant. And because of the state I am in, Ben, we have Bevy on the pods, and we're kind of sisters, not twins today.
We're sisters, not twins. Not cousins.
No, because it's the same thing, just different flavors. Yeah, exactly. So I have the classic Devil's Backbone, Orange Crush, Devil's Backbone.
And what's so beautiful, I was almost going to do different flavor, but I was like, I need to do a citrus as well. I just knew citrus was the vibe.
It is. And it's hot as shit outside.
It is very hot. I'm actually kind of loving the heat. It's really getting you into that summer mindset. I know I said summer's gnawing away at me. I still also love summer.
Little too violent, at least down here today. Like the humidity and the sun is really doing a number in my area. But the past few days have been wonderful.
I think it's lovely. I'm going to go for a walk later. I'm very excited for that.
That sounds nice.
I need to go feed my friend's cat. And I'm like, I want to go walk there. So it's a mile and a half. I can walk there.
Oh my God, you can listen to the podcast when you're at.
I could, not ours. I don't hear my voice. But everyone else should be listening because my voice sounds so good to you guys.
Sounds great. Sure, we're going to take this moment. Go ahead, give us a like, a share, a follow, send us to your friends, your family, your enemies. Like, spread the news. And then with that, I got some movie facts for you.
Yeah, so tell me about Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Before we actually get into them, I'm very curious. What is your... Have you seen a Nightmare on Elm Street movie before this?
No. Let me tell you the extent I know about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
I knew it was one of the big three. In my mind, the big three are... Wait, there's more than three. Big four. In my mind, the big four are Michael, Jason, Freddy. Who am I forgetting?
There's one who I think you're forgetting. I think you might also be able to extend it to big five. The one I think you're forgetting is Chucky. But Ghostface is often thrown in that mix as well.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm thinking of that general group.
That's the squad. Yeah. He's part of the squad.
Yes, I know he's part of the squad. I know he's often hanging out with Jason, I think. No, one of them. Who's he hanging out with?
He has one movie with Jason.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's hanging out with Jason sometimes. And I also know that he has the very cunty sweater that I want. I want that sweater as a sweater to wear. And I do want it ripped up a little bit. It does need to be distressed for it to have the full cuntiness. And hey,
and that was
that's what I know about Nightmare on Elm Street.
You knew about, did you know about Dreams? You know, Dreams was part of it?
So I knew that because you told me, but you could also tell me that that's like Halloween, and I'd say, yeah, no, that makes sense.
What's so crazy in this one, there's like Dreams wasn't even part of it.
No,
this one
not really
broke the lore.
Yeah, I think that was part of
no other movie acknowledges this movie.
Okay. Yeah, but that's the extent that I knew about it. And then later, our little outfit choices will become more noticeable because obviously we're not always wearing shades.
No, but I kind of like the shades.
It's nice for me to like move past the ring light a little bit. So anyways, Ben, this movie came out in 1985 and it was filmed in the greater Los Angeles area. Our director is Jack Shoulder.
Okay.
Our writers are... This one's a little bit interesting because of something I saw later on. Our writers are David Chaskin and Wes Craven. A little asterisk by Wes Craven. Wes Craven is a powerhouse, of course. He is known for being all over this series. In addition to the Scream series, The Hills Have Eyes, The Last House on the Left, and My Soul to Take. And I've not seen any of those three.
Isn't there one about like people under the stairs?
Maybe.
Remember, I started that one and then you didn't finish it.
He said that was not his best work, actually.
I didn't pay attention immediately, and it was just confusing.
No, that's fair. If something doesn't catch my attention immediately, we're done. I can't. Ben, in this movie stars Mark Patton as Jesse, Kim Myers as Lisa, Robert Rustler as Grady, and Robert Englund with a U as Freddy.
Robert Englund is always Freddy.
Okay. Interesting.
If you ask me, he's what makes Freddy Freddy.
Yeah. He's the guy.
He's the guy.
He's the guy. Now, all of these people had pretty extensive filmographies, but it was a lot of like random one-off things and a lot of TV. Did I miss anybody? Nothing?
No one that this movie did not have a very big cast.
I expected you would have somebody I missed on this one. And our budget in 1985 was $3 million or $9.28 million today. And this did not have an international release like out the gate. It got popular internationally later on. So our domestic box office was $30 million, which is $92.85 million today.
I'm very curious how this compares to other goodness gracious, the other Nightmare movies.
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, this one had a good opening weekend. I did see that. And then the reviews were...
Yeah, because the third one comes in and it completely ignores the lore. And I'll talk about that later, because the third one actually is so good.
Okay.
It's not gay, so that's why we can't talk about it.
Right. And then some immediate fun facts for this movie. Robert Englund, Freddy, has stated that he was fully aware of the homoerotic elements of this movie and was enthusiastic about playing them up on screen.
He does. I really think that he does play them up a lot.
Oh, he does. He had fun with this. Now, this fact I included because it made so much sense to me. Michael J. Fox was considered to play Jesse, but was unable to because of Back to the Future and Teen Wolf, which made sense because I was like, that kid, who is that kid reminding me of?
Oh, like when you watched it, Jesse, you could see it being Michael J. Fox?
Absolutely. I was like, they picked him because he looks like someone, but I can't figure out who.
He was like an 80s teen.
A gay teen, specifically.
Questionably, who knows?
According to some things we'll talk about later. And then lastly, this is where my little asterisk by Wes Craven becomes interesting. So Wes Craven hates this film. He said that the script is substandard and broke many of the rules set up around Freddy.
Yep.
He also hates the pool scene. He hates the pool scene because he can't take it seriously that Freddy is killing teens that are bigger than Freddy.
It's the pool scene is so funny. The pool scene is so funny.
And so,
oh my god!
While looking through facts, I kept seeing things that was like suggesting that Wes Craven didn't like actively write this script, but maybe he got credit.
Yes, because he created the character. I'm sure that's where it's coming from.
Right.
And like, he was probably like, if I had to guess, maybe he was able to see the script and give suggestions, but he's also like, this sucks. So
yeah, because the way all the facts were talking about Wes Craven specifically was like, there was another one where he was like, I don't want to be involved in this.
Because this movie genuinely does not make sense in the lore. I think especially that pool scene where he starts killing teens who honestly are all super jacked teens.
They've been working out with Rob from last week.
And he's just like he's just a normal dude, just fighting them. In every other movie, he kills you in your dreams. Where he has absolute control of the whole dream world. That is not this movie. It's so stupid.
And so, Ben, with that, we have a couple trigger warnings. Please feel free to add if I missed any. I've learned this one from you. Snake.
Oh my god. No, I screamed.
Snake.
I screamed.
We do have animal death. I'm going to be so real with you. It's comical.
What animal dies?
The bird.
Oh, yeah, that didn't count.
It's an animal and it dies. Not exactly, but I went ahead and said SA.
I guess.
Because the shower scene was a little...
I mean, I think what Freddy's doing throughout of it and the way he talks to Jesse.
That's also fair. And then general body horror. Not good. Not actually scary.
The body horror scene's cool, actually, so I disagree.
Okay, I can think of two parts that were cool, and then the rest of it was kind of like, this is the 80s.
Cool.
This is the 80s. And then, Ben, I watched this. I rented this.
I also had to rent this on Amazon Prime.
For $3.99, and you could do it off of Apple or Prime. And Ben... Let's go to the boiler room, I guess.
Let's go to that boiler room. All right, so Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Confusing film. Immediately starts off with our main character.
Starting your recap with confusing.
It's confusing. And I do fear there's going to be because a lot of this movie is dream barely, daytime reaction barely. And so I'm like, there's not a lot to say about some of these dreams. So I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
It starts off with what I think was pretty clearly a dream. We have our main character, Jesse. He is on the bus. Everyone's getting off until it's just him and these two other girls. And he looks fucking crazy. Like, does not look like this the rest of the movie. He's got like a comb over. His eyes are like sunken in.
That man's been working 9 to 5 for 30 years.
It's such a confusing choice because I don't know why he looks like this. But so he's on this bus and the bus starts speeding up and driving away off the road with Jesse and these two other girls who start freaking out and panicking. We see the bus driver is actually our king wearing that red and green sweater, Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger.
Englund.
And he's just like, ha ha ha, laughing. Their bus is driving to the middle of like a desert. where the ground starts crumbling away and the bus is left teetering on top of these two, like, perfectly balanced. First, it's two little pillars of stone, then just one pillar of stone, while there's just a fire pit below them.
The boiler room.
You're like, okay. And then, main character wakes up screaming. And it seems like he does this a lot. Like, the family's like, oh, he's having a night terror again.
Right.
Like,
I also clocked that.
So silly. All of this dream is silly.
I do have to, real quick, I'm going to throw in reminders here and there, Ben, of things that were crazy as someone who has not seen any of these movies.
Yes.
So obviously there was a previous victim in the first movie. And I know this movie has something to do with dreams. And then when his parents are like, there he goes again, I was like, so he survived last time.
He was not in the first movie.
Now I know that.
So in this one, which is unfortunately not the first or third, we got Jesse with his little nuclear family. We've got like mom, dad, little sister. I need to read my notes. I can't read my notes with my glasses on.
Yeah, I keep alternating.
I like my glasses. I'm putting them back on in a little bit.
Yeah. When we get to the scene, they will be back on for sure.
Of course. He's got like a little like girlfriend, but it's not a girlfriend, who looks like a young Meryl Streep. The whole time when
that's why she was cast.
She looked exactly like. Wait, is that really why she was cast?
That's what IMDb said. Do with that what you
She looks just like Meryl Streep. And they drive to school where they have he's a baseball practice or something. Like, it looks like it's a gym class at first, but I'm pretty positive it's a full-on baseball practice where he's playing baseball. So just like last week,
baseball era,
we get a pretty drawn-out baseball sequence. Not as long as Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp. No yitties. Some leg.
No crop tops. No crop tops out, unfortunately. But he's like winning, and I thought this was important because like we see that his Meryl Streep not girlfriend is like kind of talking to her friends, and they're teasing her about like, oh man, you must be having sex with him. She kind of blows off the question. They're not practice while he wins whatever game they're playing, and one of the guys, Grady, immediately pants him because he gets mad because he got out. But I thought, I was like, I don't know why. I was like, this has got to be part of it. It's part of the homoeroticness. He got pantsed by this guy.
Okay.
And so the coach punishes them by making them do like these little kind of push-up things out in the field, where once again sex is mentioned between two of them, where Grady's just kind of trying to make conversation. They're both stuck out there. He's like, hey, you must be hooking up with Meryl Streep over there. He's just like, again, kind of like, shut up, whatever. Interesting to note. It's also mentioned at this point that the coach goes to gay bars. He goes to S&M gay bars.
Oh, did they mention that? I thought we just like discovered that.
No, he says it like, the coach gets off on us doing this. I've heard he goes to S&M gay bars.
Okay.
They're kind of talking shit with the coach because he's like rumored to be gay. After practice, we get a little bit of lore about the house where Grady is just like, yeah, that house, it's got a weird history. The last girl who lived there went crazy because she saw her boyfriend get murdered and she kind of lost it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You know, referencing the first movie. But again, none that they say here is canon.
She didn't get killed, or she didn't watch her boyfriend get killed in the first one. They just made that shit up.
Well, she did see that happen. That did happen, but she does not go crazy because of it. She actually becomes like a dream psychologist or something.
Oh, psycho!
Oh, she's so cool. And then later we get this is the problem with this movie. We just cut to these nights where it's a dream sequence because we cut to a late night. And you're like, okay, it's probably a dream sequence because that's what this movie is. And Jesse's walking around. He's like, I think he hears something. So he kind of peers through the window of the basement from outside, and he can see Freddy Krueger in there burning something in a cloth.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of calling the police, he just goes and it's like, I'm gonna go check out the basement myself. But he saw a clear, plain as day. I'm calling the police immediately.
That's a white person in a horror movie, though. Like, famously, we're gonna go check it out.
And I like check it out. He saw what was happening. That's the thing. If it was like a noise, I go, maybe you want to check it out first. He saw a man burning something in his basement.
Let me go talk to him. He looks like a nice guy.
What's going on? So he opens up. He goes to the basement, opens up, and he can see like the shadow of Freddy Krueger. And I think he's about to go call the cops. Starts to close the door, but then it seems like Freddy Krueger is now pulling on the door, and he can't back away. Otherwise, Freddy Krueger is going to come out and get him. He's screaming for his dad, screaming for help. He tries to run, but then like Freddy just appears in front of him. And Freddy says, "You've got the body, and I've got the brain."
Ew.
And this is where we get what makes this protagonist, I think, so famous. Is he lets out this blood-curdling scream, his high-pitched scream. This is why he is considered a scream king. Or a scream queen.
He calls himself a scream queen.
So I think scream queen's fair. He's because of this scream, because he shrieks whenever these moments of fear pop up, which, like, honestly, same dude.
So real.
So real, but he gets shamed, so that's like why I think of this movie, or partially why this movie gets called like the gay Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a lot of other factors in play here.
Yeah. So that's the weakest one.
I don't think this is the weakest one, because I mean, we'll get to your analysis for it. And like I know you researched everything, but I know the director or the writer apparently did not intend for it to be as homoerotic as it was. One of them, I can't remember which, has doubled back and said, "Just kidding, I've always meant to do that." But initially they did not do that. Initially they blamed the main actor and said, "You made my movie gay." Because the actor, I don't know who said this, is a gay actor. Who was not, I don't think he was out at the time of the making.
Nope.
But he does not do a good job passing, and that's why I think a lot of this movie is. But I think the director has some soul searching to do. Next day, it's like, so it's a night terror. We cut to the next day. He's in class. It's science class. He's a little sleepy. He's fallen, like, because he could not sleep during the night because he had so many dreams. And we see a snake start to crawl all over him, and you go, "Oh, he's dreaming again. He's dreaming."
Yeah.
But a snake crawled over his body. And I think my favorite part about this thing is his eyes are shut. We see the snake crawling. Then he just screams. His eyes still shut, as though he just realized there's a snake on him. But he didn't wake up.
You would feel it.
But he didn't get. I would open my eyes and probably he's fully screaming. I'd go, "What's going on?" and then start screaming. And what's crazy, the snake's fucking real. There's a real snake crawl over his body, and he gets in trouble for it.
I was like, the teacher's been looking at the class. Like, he knows he didn't do
because
it.
It looks like a class pet, or just a snake that's in the science class for some reason, got out and crawled over him, and he got in trouble for it.
Wait, did you not have a snake in your science class?
No. Did you? Are you serious?
Yeah, Katie and I both. Our science teacher had a not like that. That thing was like a fucking boa constrictor.
No, you did not have a snake.
Yeah, we did. We had a little brown guy, little brown noodly guy.
Oh, I would not learn anything.
Who was it? I don't remember who it was, but somebody was sitting in front of it one day, and it like lurched. It tried to attack through the glass. Obviously, it didn't work. It was a little noodle, but we all were like.
I would kill myself, dude. Are you kidding me?
I hated when I had to sit by it. I hated it.
I don't mess with snakes. Thankfully, this is our only snake in this film. And back at home, he calls up young Meryl Streep. He's like, "Hey, let's hang out." But then his dad gets on his case, like, "No, you gotta unpack your room because we just moved to this house. You gotta unpack it." And we get another confusing scene where he starts dancing. He puts on some music. He puts on some shades. And he's having the time of his life. And he does something, which I think is important, where he takes a rod-like thing that he was unpacking, and he kind of pretends like it's a peen.
Mm-hmm.
Worth noting. That means something.
It does. You know
While-
exactly what it means.
While
You're
he's
already
doing
there.
his little peen dance, young Meryl Streep walks in. He sees the whole thing. He's humiliated, and she's like, "T, I'll help you unpack." And I want to talk about his room for a second because I think his room's so funny to me.
Okay.
His room is all the props there. The set dressing is as though you just said, "Make a boy room." Because he's got a baseball lamp. He's got
Yes.
like baseball stuff up on the walls. His bed, which is honestly the most egregious thing to me, is at an angle. It's at crooked in the room. Crazy.
I didn't
A
notice
bed
that.
should be straight.
I
Should be
agree.
parallel to a wall.
Mhm.
Especially when this kid, I have to assume, is at least 18.
17, 18, something like that. He could definitely drive.
He can drive. He can go to a bar.
It was the 80s.
It's the 80s. Exactly. You could be 18 and buy a drink.
I think 21 years old was a thing in the 80s.
I don't think so. I think it was 18.
I'm not going to say that they actively enforced it, but
Hold on. 1984. When was this movie come from? What year?
85. 85.
Fuck. Damn it. Damn it. They got me good. Regardless, he's too old to have his bed at an angle.
Any age is too old for that.
While they're unpacking, though, they come across this old diary of, I think her name is Nancy. I'm so bad. It's Nancy. The previous girl who lived in the house who had gone crazy. And it's like, there's some stuff in there. I don't know how much they read into this point just about her going crazy. But this is essentially just going to be our plot device to keep things moving along. Where anytime we're at a stalling point, just go, I read something in the diary. So we have plot progression.
Okay.
We then later have a new dream where Jesse is like, while he's sleeping, his room starts to melt.
Hate to see it.
He goes down to the basement, like, because the whole house is like super hot. He goes to the furnace. He saw Freddy burning stuff, and he finds Freddy's classic knife gloves. His little glove
His nails.
with little knives for fingers.
Fresh Manny.
And Freddy's like a full set. And Freddy tells Jesse, he's like, you need to go kill for me. Yes, go kill. It'd be so great. You know, use that to go kill people.
Excuse me.
Okay, again, so I'm looking at my notes, and I'm so
Can
sorry.
you even see it?
I can see my notes. I'm trying my hardest.
Okay.
Because I think this dream just ends. And I think there's a whole day sequence that happens, but I don't think anything really occurs during the day. I just know he gets back home at the end of the day, and everyone's sweating, everyone's really hot. The house was 90 degrees. I'm like, and they're like just now going, oh my god, the house is 90 degrees.
Then I had war flashbacks to our old apartment.
But you know what? We are sitting around going, it's a little hot right now. You're going, it's 90 degrees. I'm well aware it's 90 degrees because I'm going to check that immediately.
Me, most of all, was tweaking the hell out about it.
Because your room was like 5 degrees hotter than everyone else's.
It was horrendous. But I did have like a full war flashback, and I got a little bit triggered when the dad was like, oh, it's 90 degrees.
You said it so casually. That's so alarming.
He's wearing like a button up with a tie.
They're all just
Bro.
like, it's a little warm right now. What's the temperature? As though it was like 73. When it's 73, it's hobby acting. It was 90.
Right.
And then the birds start freaking out. They have birds in the cage, start going crazy. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
It's like while the bird, I think like they open it up for some reason. The birds are freaking out.
Yeah,
Birds
it's like
flying through the air. This bird sets on fire and just blows up.
it just combusts.
It just blows up in the heat. And it's real. That happened. That wasn't a dream. And everyone went, oh my god. Oh my god. That's insane. Then like later, Jesse's doing the dishes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And there's lightning outside that hits the dishes. and blows them up. What?
Shit's
And it was
just
real.
happening.
And again, real, not a dream, real. In a movie about dreams where you can do what the hell you want, all this is happening in real life. So Jesse's like, time to go. I'm going to leave my house because that was weird. And he goes to a gay bar. Why does he go to a... He goes to a gay bar.
You're overlooking something
not.
absurd.
What?
The conversation or the confrontation where the dad is blaming him for the bird.
Oh, I forgot about that. I think I was just like, so like, what's going on? I think I was too...
So the dad is like, what did you do? You put firecrackers in the bird, didn't you? And he's like,
Well, I think that as the movie progresses, like the dad is like supposed to think he's on drugs.
Yeah.
And the mom's supposed to think that he's crazy. I think the mom thinks he's gay.
She might.
I think mom's clocking it. I think dad's not. Dad's saying it's drugs. Mom's clocking it.
That is certainly not. Dad's not clocking shit at any point.
No, he's not clocking anything ever. He thinks the drugs.
Yeah.
But so in his emotionally distraught self, he goes to a gay bar and he just walks in. It's an S&M gay bar, like we were told. He orders a beer, and who's there behind him? His coach. And this is crazy, because what does his coach do? Takes him back to the high school to like run laps as punishment for going to a bar.
So I hard misread this scene at first, because I did not clock him as the coach for some reason. And then when it cuts to him running, I was like, oh, he's trying to run the gay away.
No, it's the coach punishing him. Where he's like, you gotta go run laps because you were at a gay bar tonight. Huh? The only thing you should do is going, get out of here. It's illegal for you to be here. Or you just get out as well.
Everyone leave.
Not, you come with me. We're going to the high school late at night alone to make you run laps for going to a bar. Call his parents.
Yeah.
It's wow, this is his plan of action.
Or just make a pact where you're like, you leave. Neither of us talks about this.
The only wrong option. Actually, no, two wrong options here, actually. But one of them is taking him back to the high school to run laps. And so while he's there, like he's running laps, he has to like go hit the showers to clean up. And some weird things start happening to the coach. Like the balls start kind of flying everywhere. The jump rope starts moving. And eventually it like takes the coach, drags him, the rope wraps around the coach's arms, drag him to the showers, tie him to a shower. His clothes get stripped away too, I think.
Yes, he's quite literally butt-ass naked.
And in this theme, we see Freddy Krueger comes out with a little knife glove and just slashes the hell out of the coach's back and kills him. Steam comes through again, and we see it's not Freddy Krueger. It is actually Jesse. Jesse there wearing the glove. Jesse just killed a man. Because I was like, Jesse still has hands? I was like, why'd I write that? Because Jesse still has the like glove hand afterwards. Once again, it lets out an iconic scream. A very like high-pitched shriek. Well, again, valid. And the police, I think, found him on his way. He was walking around outside or something.
Naked.
So they take him home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's his parents like, oh no, he's on drugs. Oh no, he might be gay. They're horrified. It's the
two
80s.
equally bad things.
And they like go to school where they discover the coach is actually dead. Like, so what we saw was real. Most nightmare movies, no, that's not how it would go down.
Oh, they don't actually die?
They usually die, but it's usually like, but I think because it's so literal, it's very rarely I watched a person die in the gym. Oh, they're dead in the gym. That's never how it usually goes.
Oh, okay.
This movie's so disappointing with the kills.
Okay.
But they're all just slashes. It's lame. And Jesse still has the knife glove? I don't know how he got that home when the police picked him up.
He was naked, so.
I think he would at the very least be... They don't ever address the fact that he should be a suspect in the coach's murder. Because I'd be looking, wait, one of the students was found naked walking around that night. But no one really looks into it. He's got the knife glove. It's really no like stress to him. And we get another dream sequence, and you probably really confused by this. This is one that's in every single nightmare movie. Where we get some jump roping girls going 1, 2. Freddy's coming for you.
Okay. Yep.
Yes, that happens in every single movie. I don't know what their importance is because when they get into Freddy's backstory, it gets confusing. He asked the dad about the previous owner, and the dad's like, "Yeah, I knew she went crazy. It's no big deal." And then the toaster just explodes in the house.
Yeah.
Things are just exploding. Things just happen here.
It's
just happening. And to add on to that, in the next sequence scene, I was like, "Oh, we're just doing this." His like pseudo girlfriend and him, I don't know where this came from. I probably missed it. She's like, "I found something," and they go to like a big factory.
Oh, she's decided that I don't know. He's at some point told her something about how he had a dream that the coach was dead, and then the coach was dead in real life, and she's decided that he has a psychic connection to Freddy killing the children.
Mm-hmm.
And so she takes him to the power plant.
Well, I'm assuming it's connected to the diary. And I just missed something. But she takes him and she's like, "Look, here's this newspaper article about Freddy Krueger, who was like stationed up here and he killed people. He killed kids." And I don't think they talk about what happened to him. Freddy Krueger gets burned alive by the parents of the kids that he kills.
Okay.
That's his like lore. At least in the first one, he kidnapped kids, killed them. Police did nothing about it, so there's like essentially a mob formed, and they burned him alive. Okay, and so now he's like trying to get revenge against the descendants of those families.
Okay.
Not relevant to this movie.
No.
Because every movie, they're like, "What's our connection?" And there's usually some kind of connection, but not relevant here.
I just want to make a quick point that this movie, its full government name is Nightmare on Elm Street 2: Freddy's Revenge.
He doesn't get revenge.
I know. Why is it
That's
called
confusing.
that? Why is it called that?
So after they just kind of check it out, and he kind of just freaks out. I think he's like doesn't really want to hear it. He's not being too responsive. Jesse's pissing me off this whole movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And he once again in the middle of the night he puts the knife glove on and he like almost kills his little sister. Where he watches, we see through his eyes, he approaches little sister. It's Freddy's voice, but it kind of comes to, and he's just really crashing out. Like he's not mentally well.
No.
The next day, it's like they suggested this was a thing, but now we're fully here. There's a big pool party scene. Like his pseudo girlfriend, young Meryl Streep, aka Lisa, her family hosts a big pool party for all the teens, and this pool party is fucking crazy. First of all, her family's so rich; they have a whole cabana for their pool. That's wild.
But I bet you in the 80s, this house cost like $300,000.
Don't fucking get me started. Don't do that to me. Don't you talk about inflation to me right now. You know I hate that.
I'm sorry. It was genuinely my thoughts.
You're sick. And the cabana really took me out because Jesse's there, not having a good time. Like he even like he goes into the cabana to change, and that's where I was like, there's a whole changing room at this cabana in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Or the parents, it's like first it's like kind of a classic, just like, oh, we're making little burgers and hot dogs for all these teens. Oh, where does this sweet little mom pop? And then they go, you know what? We're gonna go to bed now, you guys. What? And they're like, don't go too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They go upstairs.
Cool moms.
They're cool. It's cool, mom and dad. Sure. And these teens are watching the bedroom's window. The window's open, and they're watching it. And the second the lights go off, they go, "Woohoo, party time!" The lights just went out, mind you. I'm talking 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
They change the music. They bring out beer.
A wagon of beer.
A wagon of beer. But honestly, not a lot of beer for how many teens were at this party. That was kind of tame for like, there's like 30, 40 teens here. And there's like, it's party time. They're going crazy. The parents are still awake. They go, I think the dad's like, oh my God, they're going crazy out there. And mom's like, they're kids. I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive. I might be wrong. I feel like they are legally responsible for anything happening right now.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they get in trouble for facilitating this big party. Yeah. At the very least, they should be kicked out of the country club that I know they're part of.
No, that's very country club behavior, though. Like, they could pay their way out of this issue.
It's insane to me how they just kind of let this party go down. While the party is going a little crazier, young Elm Street is like trying to talk to Jesse in the cabana. And I don't know what really gets things going. I can't remember, but it's a very intimate scene between the two of them. And they start kissing. And they're on the floor making out. So you're like, oh my God, we're about to have sex. Because they keep kind of hinting the fact that they've not had sex. They should have not done this yet. Right. When his tongue flops out, his tongue is huge. What that tongue do? He don't like it.
Ew.
And he's immediately freaked out. And he just kind of bails. He books it out of there.
I too would be freaked out.
Reasonable. And he goes to Grady's. I don't know how he gets here, but he gets into Grady's room while Grady is sleeping.
A little creepy.
First, I'm confused. Why is Grady not at this big party blowout that everyone else is at?
He's grounded.
Did they say that? Okay.
At lunch.
I was like, there's got to be a reason he's not there. He's also, I want to stress, not friends with Jesse. Jesse and him are not friends. They kind of butt heads mostly.
No, they're like stink friends.
I'm like, that's not who I'm going to for help in this moment. But he runs to Grady's room. He gets into Grady's bedroom while Grady is sleeping. And Grady's just like, whoa, what are you doing here? Someone broke into your house. You should be very alarmed. You don't know this man. He just moved here.
No, but they're
everyone's way too cool with Jesse acting crazy when he just moved there. And so Jesse's like, Grady, you have to watch me, okay? I swear I'm going crazy, something weird's happening. You can't leave this room. You need to watch me, make sure I'm still here, otherwise I'm gonna go kill somebody. And Grady's like, fine, fuck it, who cares? While Jesse's telling him this, Jesse's already getting comfortable for bedtime. He's already like leaning up. He's like, you can't hold up. You actually don't let me leave, okay? I'm gonna get all comfy and soft here, okay?
You stay awake.
Grady Jesse did not wait for Grady's confirmation. He just got comfy. And Grady's like, okay, fine, which is also crazy.
Yes.
There's so many better ways to handle this without asking this one dude to do it. And then the second Jesse's asleep, Grady is, I was like, this is fucking stupid. Goes to sleep as well. And this is where I'm like, is he asleep or not? Because the second he closes his eyes, Jesse starts freaking out. He's like, oh my God. And this is actually the coolest scene of the movie. Where he's screaming in agony, he's in pain. Grady's freaking out, and Jesse's fingers has like knives growing out of them. His arm starts to like burst, the skin's peeling off, and we can see the sweater underneath it. Sick as hell. We can see in the back of his mouth is Freddy Krueger's eyes.
That was good. That was a good shot.
And then Freddy just kind of like bursts out of his chest. He like slowly crawls out of his chest. Well, of course, Grady's freaking out. He's locked in the room. He can't leave. And Freddy just stabs one of those nice gloves through the door while his parents on the side, like, screaming, like, open this door right now! Your son's screaming for help. I feel like y'all should be more worried. And he's killed. R.I.P. Grady. This one actually was a bummer of a death to me. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I like Grady.
Grady didn't really deserve that. He was just like, he's kind of an asshole, but he was also kind of chill with Jesse, even though he was an asshole with Jesse. So of course Jesse, he gets the fuck out of there. He's like, oh god, it's kill, because against the end he's got the knife glove on. He
Mhm.
runs out of there. Don't know how he gets out. I don't know why the parents want to stop them. He just killed your son.
He just jumped out the window.
And he goes to Lisa and he's like, Lisa, I'm freaking out. I killed Grady. I killed the coach. Lisa's way too like taking it all in. Lisa, you just met this man. From what I understand, he moved there a month ago.
Girl, stand up. Girl, stand up. What are we doing?
She's just like, oh my god, no. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Lisa, get the fuck out of there. Call the police. Because
This is gonna kill you, babe.
Because he's like, the way he's talking, he sounds like, you know, he sounds a little crazy. And I'm starting to think he did it. I think he probably did it just by himself.
He sounded a little not there.
We see outside the party is heating up. And that the teens are getting a little crazier, but also like the water is boiling a little bit. The like hot dogs are just catching on fire. Things are getting a little spicy.
Caliente.
Back inside the house. Oh, we also see all like the fences get locked, the doors get locked, everything's kind of locked
by themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Freddy's powers are kind of influencing the whole house now.
Uh-huh.
And Lisa is like, I read in this book, I don't know how, she makes a big jump here, where she reads about how Nancy wrote something about how she summoned Freddy Krueger with her fears. Like, fear is what brought Freddy Krueger into this world. Because she was scared of him, it gave him more power. And then she went, look, you can beat him by not being scared. Big jump. And she starts telling Jesse, like, just don't be scared of him. Just like, you gotta be strong. Don't be scared of him.
Just stop being scared.
And Jesse's going, I can't. Oh, Lisa, I'm giving up faith in this man.
Move on, girl.
And he like collapses, and then Freddy fully comes out. Like Freddy is inside of his body.
Yep.
They are one and the same.
Yep.
And Lisa once again just like, Freddy, come on, like, or Jesse, come on, overpower him. You can do this. He like bites her leg in a really nasty way, like it was
turkey leg style.
Oh my god!
He took a hunk out of that.
She grabs a knife because she's got way more survival skills than Jesse, and again is begging to him, like, please, Jesse, please. And Freddy uses Jesse's voice, like, kill me, Lisa. And Lisa don't fucking play around. She stabs him. she's like,
fine.
She's like, okay. Stabs him. She doesn't say okay. She actually like seems like she's stressed by it. I wouldn't be. Sorry. But like, you've already shown me you're like, I can't do it. Okay, I'm not dying too. Stabs him, but doesn't really do anything. And I think there's a moment where like as she's crying, maybe Jesse takes over, influences him. Because Freddy has like this little moment of just like his eyes get wide, and then he runs and he jumps through the window, disappears. And then he just kind of pops back up in the middle of the party, like through like some grate in the ground, bursts out of it while these teens are like freaking out. Fires erupt everywhere. He starts slashing up all these teens. Some teens are like falling into the fire, some are getting trampled on. It's a very silly sequence of him just killing these teens. I don't know why he's killing these teens. He's just doing it.
Nobody's dreaming right now.
The party scene is so funny because I'm like, what's the point of this whole scene? I think you could easily just left it him jumping out. Because like while this is happening, the dad grabs a gun and he rushes out there to try to stop Freddy from killing all of these teens. He gets a good way through them, but he doesn't get through all of them. He gets shot. Or no, he tries to shoot Freddy, but Lisa stops him. Lisa, that was a mistake. And she's like, it's Jesse.
And her dad's like, what are you doing?
And Freddy just then starts walking into a fence and he just fire teleports. Oh my god, he fire teleports. Oh my god. And everyone's like, while they're reeling from it, Lisa's like, I think I know where he's at. Like, she's got this sense, like, I know where he's at. I need to go get Jesse. So she goes back to that, like, power plant, boiler place, wherever it is. Some weird industrial abandoned building. And she walks up, and this just happens, and it's crazy this happens. There's dogs with baby faces. outside the gate.
And you don't know. You don't know either.
Is that a thing?
How would I know? You're the
I
one
don't-
that's seen these.
It's not a thing, and that's what's so crazy. The baby-faced dog's not a thing.
I was hoping it was like
A reference to like
something.
in the first movie. Like, oh, Freddy always got baby-faced dogs. No, he don't. He doesn't always have baby-faced dogs.
So okay, they just did that again. We're just doing shit. We are just doing shit.
And they snarl at her a little bit, and she just kind of walks past them like it's no big deal. Oh, I also love this because this movie wants to like pretend like it's following the rules of the whole dream thing. So Lisa is like a little bit, as she's walking through this place, she's like acting like she's a little bit sleepy. I think to explain why some of like the weird stuff is happening. Because like she goes up and she sees a rat, and the rat's clearly a little monstrous, and then a even more monstrous cat eats it up, and so like, or like she walking on a grate and the grate falls beneath her, only to like, oh, it just didn't. It was all an illusion. Her bite was like festering with magnets. Just kidding, it wasn't. It was all an illusion.
But those aren't dreams. She's awake.
They're not dreams, but that's why I think they made her like walk around like she's a little bit tired. As though she's like falling asleep, hallucinating, and coming to.
It's adrenaline.
I'm like, it's not that late. You know, it's still party time hours. So it's not like she was planning on being asleep by this point. Her adrenaline be going through the roof. It's so silly. Later movies kind of introduce the idea of like micro sleeps, which is like where you just like are going to start having your dreams while you're awake, which I mean, it's just a way for them to kind of explain this kind of shit. But this movie does not explain it. She just is, I'm a little sleepy right now. And we get a big showdown against Freddy. Freddy appears and he attacks her, and she's like begging for Jesse, like, please, Jesse, please, Jesse. His wound starts to bleed where she stabbed him. And he doesn't seem too actually affected by this, honestly. But once more, she's like, please, Jesse, please. The power of love compels you.
I love you.
Freddy like collapses, and she fully just kisses Freddy. It's not like it looks like Jesse, it's Freddy.
Yeah.
Who she leans down, her making out with. And for some reason, this was so strong, her love was strong enough to defeat Freddy, because then the entire place just blows up in flames. There's flames everywhere, and they stretch to Freddy's body, and he starts to melt away. He's like fully scorched. Then he stands up, wipes away his face. His face peels. It's Jesse. Jesse's alive. Oh my god, the power of love saved them.
Wow.
And does Jesse have to deal with any of the legal issues of the fact that he did physically kill people? No. The next thing he gets,
wasn't him.
Next thing he gets on the bus, and he's just like, "Oh my god, what a crazy time that was." Their friend, Lisa's friend, if I did not mention it all because she doesn't do anything in this movie, just goes, "That was a great party last night. People died. People died. A lot of people died."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think her actions, I'm like, oh, this is a dream. And the bus starts to speed up, or he's freaking out, like, oh god, this is beginning again. The bus is going too fast. And he stands up and screams, "Slow down, oh my god." It's going to the next stop. The bus is totally fine. It was a fake out.
So cute, dog.
It's not a dream. Just kidding, it is actually a dream. Double fake out. Because the bus drives off into the desert with all screaming.
Go get stabbed.
Oh, sorry. That's right. The friend goes, "Jesse, it's all over." Bitch, you don't know what's going on. and an insane cut. I don't know what the hell this cut was. Because everyone's body like shifts. I think because they did 2 shots of her just kind of naturally saying it. And then they replaced her head with something.
Okay.
Her body with a fake out. Because then the hand just bursts out of her chest. And while they're screaming, they fly into the desert. And that's the end of the fucking movie.
And
it's so stupid.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. I also
I can wear my glasses again.
have to take a potty break before we get into this.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. It can bend. Oh, you like that one little Zayn Malik piece?
It's giving and receiving.
What, receiving?
Yeah, receiving, yeah.
So, Ben, this movie. I think we start with some of the lore we've alluded to
Okay.
around. I think we start there. So, during the recap, dear listeners, Ben made a reference to one of the people in charge of this movie, claiming that the main actor,
Yes.
whose name escapes me, Mark Patton, quote unquote, made the movie gay.
Yes.
Let's dive into that. So it was the writer,
Okay.
David Chaskin. David Chaskin, who's the one that's not Wes Craven, the one that like actually wrote this. Yes. And he claimed that he did not write Jesse to be gay, and it was fully Mark Patton's own sexuality and acting choices that pushed the subtext over the top. And this came out in that documentary you kind of alluded to last week. So I guess before we break into that, can you tell us a little bit about this documentary?
Yes, I meant to look it up. Make sure I get the name right before
I have not seen said documentary.
Yes.
It does come up a lot when looking into this.
Because this documentary is from 2019. It's called Scream Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street. It essentially talks about, it gives a little bit of like background on that main actor and his, I guess, experience coming out and like how his career was affected by this movie. It talks about how the director would be like, was like pissed when it came out. He's like, you made my movie gay, you did this. But it's like, but then actually nowadays the director's like, or the writer, I keep saying director, the writer is sort of like, yeah, it's the gay one, because it's what's keeping this movie relevant, honestly. So he's kind of flip-flopped on it, from blaming him to being like, teehee, I did all of this on purpose. Like he's trying to own it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, no, I don't think so, actually. I think you're just saying that.
Yeah. So with his whole thing being, so first of all, as you also said earlier, Mark Patton was in the closet at this point.
Yes.
He was not out. It seems like people on set knew.
I don't think it was a secret. I think that this was like because like from what I remember the documentary, it talked a lot about how like he would like very clearly go to like gay events and stuff like that. But like for his career, it was not something he was open with.
Okay. So this movie came out, and as we said, it had a pretty successful opening weekend. It had a decent run and everything. But it came out in 1985. So a lot of the reviews that were brutal were like homophobic reviews.
Like, there's better things to be brutal about this movie.
Yeah. Pick a different target. There's so many. But because it went that way, we have the writer coming out and blaming Mark. But there's a few things that make that argument very interesting.
Yep.
For one, the writer directly said that it was Mark Patton's own sexuality and acting choices that pushed the subtext over the top. In order for him to push the subtext, there had to be subtext that you wrote, buddy. So you did something.
Mm-hmm.
He in no way was like, I don't think by any means trying to make it subtextually.
I don't think he is. I'm so confused by the writer.
So we'll come back to it, but I think the way the subtext is used is like almost a facilitator of like why you shouldn't be gay, and I'll come back to that.
Okay.
I'll come back to that. So anyways, there had to be subtext there to begin with. Also, he put in the room cleaning scene where he's like dancing and hooting and hollering, and he's like shoving the drawer shut with his butt and doing his little thing with the broom you were talking about.
Yep.
And he goes to a gay club scene. So
the gay bar is probably honestly the weirdest choice. Because it didn't need to be a gay bar.
It's subtext.
And
You
that's
just
why I'm
put the
like,
text in
I
there.
truly think that the writer has some kind of fascination with the queer community that he either hadn't processed or hasn't. I don't know where he stands now.
I am very intrigued with the use of not just gay, but when he goes to the club, there's a little bit of just like goth gay and alt culture going on. It's not just like
it's an S&M gay bar. It's not. It's specifically for S&M.
And like the use of that is so, because it's like almost, what is the word I want to use? Not alienating, but
Othering?
exoticizing is not what I'm talking about. But you know when like people hyper focus on like an exotic trait of a person, and that's, they have like a fetish for the exotic element. It almost reads like that, because it's where Jesse goes after he's distressed and upset. He goes to the goth gay.
It's so confusing.
Alt. So that leads it to be like a safe space, because that's where he's going when he's upset. But they focus in on like how everyone's like staring at him and not really paying attention to him because he doesn't belong there outwardly. And then the coach gets the most aggressive death, I would say, because he's got the lead up of getting beat up with balls.
Well, I think they play.
He got beat up with balls.
I think what his death is supposed to be is they play up the S&M aspect of the coach, because that's what that is.
Yes, but like, why they didn't do anything else like that with anyone else?
Because they don't set anyone else up, and that's what the problem with this movie is. The kills aren't fun because they don't do anything. Like every other Nightmare movie will give you a character with a singular like trait, and then it'll kill them through that trait. Like there's one where a character is like really into weightlifting. How does he kill her? He like breaks her arms while she's like bench pressing, and he pushes it down, her like arms snap.
Oh, so this is more in line with
this is the only one that's like the most in line with like the Nightmare movies. One of them, a guy's because like into karate, and so he gets into a full karate fight with Freddy. One of them, a girl's like she's dealing with addiction to drugs. So and she fights him. He kills her with drugs. Like that's like his vibe. This is the only one that actually makes sense for Freddy. The only problem is it doesn't happen in a dream. If it was in a dream, it'd be like fully in line with what Freddy is.
Well, also in this movie, though this kill might align more with the franchise as a greater picture, in the movie, this kill it's the least cohesive. Because he's the only one who's getting like a full lead up. And then they strip him naked for what?
It's just like I think the writer, I think he's got like a weird fascination with like the S&M gay community.
And then circling back to all of that, throughout this movie, I feel like Grady and Jesse were just like blatantly flirting all the time. I think part of
that was I think that might be the actor's sexuality. I think the actor had a crush on Grady.
Well, and then he writes this scene where Jesse is like finally going to have sex with his not-girlfriend, and then freaks out, panics, and then runs to his boy best friend's house to have a sleepover. Like, it's just so funny.
The writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall in this movie.
It's on the wall. It's on the paper. It's in the script that he read. Like, you can't blame the actor when you wrote it that way.
No, I think the inclusion of sex as like a thing in this movie is so weird to me.
It was heavy.
Because, it
was heavy. And I know, so I was also thinking about that because especially older, that's not fair. Older into like 2000s horror goes hard on like, if you have sex, you'll die, you know? These kids didn't have sex and they almost died.
Well, all the teens who were at the party, they had a whole like sexy time song where they just all made out.
And so it's like not uncommon for horror movies to use sex as like a negative thing. like a plot device to get killed, you know, especially 2000s backtracking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like if
But
the
it just
trope's
doesn't-
commonplace here. Yeah, but I don't think so.
It doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense in this movie. And then Patton, so Mark Patton pushed back in general, so specifically in the documentary interview thing you're talking about. So he pushed back and said that he just followed the script and the directing he was given, claimed that he was used as a scapegoat from the filmmakers and the studio to protect them.
Yes, I fully think that's what happened here. I don't think he's to blame.
He was gay anyway. They were like, well, you can take the heat on this. It wasn't us.
I think that I think the part of the reason he got the role is because he was gay, and that was the energy of the movie. I think that was the character they created.
Yes.
And that's why I fully think that there's a fascination or something that the director or the writer made this character to be like this.
It is so confusing, which we'll dive in a second. I have one more bit, but Patton's argument is supported from the fun fact I mentioned earlier, where the guy who plays Freddy,
yes, he was
immediately clocked, and he was like, "I'm into it."
Like, yeah, this is the movie we're making. I get it. I want to be inside this teen's body. Yeah, I got it.
I am confused, and I'm sure there's an answer, but I think the answer is more of like a internal thing for this writer, than a motivator for this movie, because the gay is operating as both a positive and negative thing this whole time. It is both. So the storyline that people are identifying with in this movie is that it comes across as Jesse trying to like come to terms with his identity and his sexuality, but being in a situation per usual with these movies where societally he's not supposed to. So he has this pressure to not, and the interpretation that is pretty easy to make is that like Freddy's trying to come out and Jesse is like, no, and trying to repress that. And then the negativity that comes from repression. But then, so that's great. We have that storyline people can identify with. Freddy's a demon.
Not fully. In some movies, he's not a demon. He's just a guy.
But he's bad. He's bad. And he's an undead child killer who is targeting now teenagers in their not dreams. And I just don't...
The not dreams, this movie is not written to be a nightmare movie. Not written to be a nightmare movie.
I don't understand, because he's never really shamed for not being interested in his girlfriend.
And that's what's confusing about this movie. And I think it's just so bizarre.
Like I have and I did have to like look into and read where the positive interpretations of like gayness and homoeroticism were coming in, because to me I was like, Freddy Krueger is a bad guy and Jesse's trying to keep him from coming out, so it just seems pretty not positive to me. But it is more so the Freddy symbolizing repressed sexuality, and then Jesse fighting to like not let that happen because he wants to be accepted. And Jesse's just like kind of awkward.
No, if I had to guess, I think the writer's probably homophobic. I think the writer's homophobic.
Right. It's so confusing.
So weird.
There's also a lot of times where like Jesse is opting to hang out with Grady instead of his not girlfriend, his low committal long distance girlfriend.
Really? I guess because like so much of the movie is so there's dream day. Well, like, I really lost track of some of it.
Well, blatantly, again, when they're about to have sex, he runs away to go have a sleepover with his best friend.
Because he's scared of hurting her.
I think he's just scared. And then whenever sex does come up, he's very like awkward. He spaces out. But I'm also confused, and you've alluded to this before. You have stated that the coach is like one of the first positive representations.
Nope.
Of a no.
I have not said that. You are alluding to Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker, where I had said that was one of the early positive examples of a queer character.
Oh, I thought. No. Okay, I had in my head that you were talking about
because in that movie,
the teacher's gay,
and it's like the teacher's a scapegoat in that movie for the crimes that like the grandmother's doing. That's where that comes into play. And that one, I will say, also similarly, the main character has a girlfriend who he does not have sex with, and it's like a thing where people are like, "Why aren't you having sex with your girlfriend?"
Well, that's like a whole different set of commentary. Where like, why are people hyper focused on that anyway? But anyways, okay. So this whole time, I was like, what? I guess
like, where's the positive at? No, it's fine. It's the coach is like such a neutral, nothing character.
Well, what is interesting is that though the coach is gay and he's going to the S&M nightclub and everything, he is presented as like tough masculine and usually stereotype leaning into homophobic stereotypes of gay characters are like stereotypical gay guys. They're like effeminate. And so this coach was not, he was masculine. And then just he wasn't like flamboyant or effeminate or anything, but he wasn't like masculine either.
No, and I think really what people latch onto is the scream.
Yeah. Which is like, that's so real. A man is not gonna
because I think because especially at this point, it's like the male horror icons are gonna be people who are like from Evil Dead. Whereas like, yeah, they're scared, but they're not shrieking. And I think that's what people want to like, oh, he's acting the way like the Scream Queens, like Jamie Lee Curtis reacting when they scream.
It's 17 in this movie.
And there's a scary man who's teleporting, yeah.
So, okay. Excuse me, that makes more sense because I was like comparing the like screeching and the dance scene and Jesse's not a wimp, but just being like a little less macho than a straight man character typically would be, especially juxtaposed to the gay coach who's pretty masculine. I was like, are we making commentary on how you can be both? What are we doing? No, I don't think we're doing anything, really. Outside of that, the last thing I had been was the use of the goth gay alt culture. So like I said, that's where he goes when he's distressed, and that's like would be seen as him going to a safe space, but the coach gets the like most aggressive and the most like the coach scene is why I included specifically the SA-esque trigger warning because he rips his clothes off, and then I don't remember if he slashes his butt or just smacks it. But it was like that within the having this movie be my entire universe of Nightmare on Elm Street, that kill was very like, whoa.
They get brutal. Wow. The third one, I'm sorry for talking about other movies right now, but I just like the third movie is really good. One of the first kills is like Freddy turns a kid into a puppet, basically. So his tendons like shoot out of him. It's nasty. Ew. And he uses his tendons to like move around like a puppet before cutting him, and he like falls to his death. But it's like they get brutal. Those ones are so good. This one is so boring with the kills. I was disappointed.
Overall, I did think this movie was kind of boring, and it just,
as you said in your thesis.
Yeah, my personal review for this movie, Ben, is I was gonna give it a 4 out of 9.
That's crazy. I would not give it.
You think that's too much?
That's too much.
But okay, so I was gonna give it a 4 out of 9 because I was just like, I finally was entertained a little bit at some point, but it was really boring. And then after looking up the reviews this morning of people talking about this movie, I was like, the gays love it so much. I feel like I have to go to a 5.5.
Do they love it?
Yes.
I'm like, you guys go for it. I just think it's as of how it's so boring.
It's not good. It's not good. There were parts that were like funny because it was bad.
I think it has
but
the
not
smallest
not the way Sleepaway Camp
cast.
was.
The smallest cast, I think, of any Nightmare film. Nightmare does have a relatively small cast, which really disappoints me. But
Okay.
like, if you break it down, there's 3 characters in this movie because I'm not counting Lisa's friend. She's not a character. She shows up like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Then she makes out with the boy next to her, who I think
Yeah.
changes like 4 times.
Yeah, it's
And like so like it's 3 characters and like there's no mystery or intrigue. There's so nothing.
no. And also I was confused. So for many reasons. One of them, I didn't know how Freddy died, and as we're going, I put the pieces together. They told me that he was a child murderer. And before they get to the part where they tell you that the parents boiled him alive,
They burned him alive.
all the fire and stuff kept happening. And I was like, did he die because he cooked or something? Like, was he cooked?
He literally has burn marks all over his body.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I was like, is this what happened? And then it's called Freddy's Revenge. And I was like, who is he revenging right now? I was confused.
They explain it the least in this movie.
None of it made sense. I just am still confused. And with that, what are your thoughts? I don't think there's a lot of analysis to make here.
No, because I think any analysis is just like, yeah, the writer's going through something.
He'd be going through it.
The writer's obsessed with gay people. I think in a homophobic way. I think the writer is homophobic.
Right.
And he's just like, oh, what's scary? Gay people. What?
Oh, I did forget to mention he did come back more recently.
Yes, he come back and said, oh, it was intentional, right? Because of rising homophobia.
He also...
Fuck off.
He also came back and said that it wasn't Mark Patton's fault and that he didn't consider the consequences it would have on his career and outing him.
No, it's like so fucked up. It's so, I genuinely think that the writer is homophobic. And he was like...
Seems like it.
And
now he's just trying to ride the high.
And exactly. I think he was asked, like, it was like, oh, what's the scariest thing you think of? Oh, it's being gay. So we're making a movie about, like, being gay.
And, like, I think there's a story to be told there, but in the sense of, like, why is it scary?
No, because there is a story there, but not from him because he's the problem. The rising homophobia, he went, I was writing about that was you. He was part of that problem. And
right.
I just think it's so fucked up to actually ruin this man's career. I think he was a bad choice.
Yeah.
I do think Mark Patton is not good at playing straight, and that's part of the problem.
There were quite a few times where I was like...
I think that's part of the issue. But like...
We're not...
But like, this would be like... Oh, teehee, just kidding. I did want to make it gay because that's what it's about. It's about the rising homophobia. If you're going to make a movie about homophobia, then you better fucking stand your ground and be like, yup, that's what it's about. If you're trying to call this shit out. But he's not. He's just trying to profit off of people going, that he made this gay movie. Because he did.
Yeah.
But much like Sleepaway Camp, I don't think any of it was intentional.
Yeah.
And this one I think is actually more nefarious because he did ruin a man's career.
Yeah, he did. Mark Patton has also made comments about how, like, him catching the heat for all this.
He got no fucking work after this movie. It's fucked up. And on top of that, breaks the fucking rules of Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger's scary because he kills you in your dream.
And you made Wes
Craven mad.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, again,
reasons.
Half the kills don't happen in dreams. The party sequence, he's just there and about, and they do nothing fun. He's like, hey, I'm here now to kill teens. Why? Every other movie, the kills are so fun. The kills are fun.
He's getting revenge. Revenge on what? I don't know, but he's getting revenge.
Like, we should watch one of the other movies because you go, wow, this is way better.
Well, Ben, what's your out of 9?
2 out of 9. I know I fought for this movie, but 2 out of 9.
That's funny. Okay. And what should our text review on Letterboxd be?
Dude, I don't
Uh,
know.
can we give it an extra star for button-ups and sunglasses?
Sure.
No, we don't have to.
I wouldn't actually because I hate this writer.
Something tells me this writer is homophobic.
I like that.
I don't know how I'm going to convey that tone, but okay, Ben. So that means it's time for. Oh my god! I almost spilled all of my drinks. It's time for Voices from the Void. We got 3. They're all shorty today.
Okay.
Jay on Letterboxd, who gave it a 3.5 and said, "You can't catch me, gay thoughts." We also have Waitlist on Letterboxd, who gave it a 4.5 and said Freddy was being homophobic with the little fruity boy the whole time.
No, he was being an ally. He was just like looking for a hookup.
Was he being an ally?
He was looking for a little DL, you know?
Oh. And then lastly, we have, this is a hell of a name on Letterboxd, Saint Judas Fonda.
Okay, bougie.
Yeah, they gave it a 4.5 and said that was fighting for gay rights and people were killed.
I think Freddy threw the first rock at Stonewall.
Oh my god. Is his mortal enemy gay Babadook at Pride?
Get Freddy Krueger on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, we've had Freddy versus Jason. Now we need Freddy versus gay Babadook at Pride doing a death drop.
Now we need Freddy versus gay Bob the Drag Queen.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it. Ben, no reveal this week because we're coming up on the 4th of July.
Oh, that's right. We already decided what we're going to do.
We will be doing The Purge.
Did we say which one, or is it the original Purge?
OG.
OG Purge? Okay.
I mean, unless you have something.
I mean, just because I wasn't sure if you had a specific Purge in mind.
I had the first one in mind because my husband wants to see them and he has never seen it.
He's never seen The Purge?
The first one. Mm-mm.
Okay. The first one I think is the least political of all of them, but...
Really? I've only seen a couple. I stopped after like 2 or 3.
The first one follows the rich family. The second one follows a poor family, and that's the one that's like more political in my opinion. But I think the first one also gets pretty political.
Okay. So it'll be for good old 250, we're gonna be talking about Purge. The Purge.
It's also confusing because you kept saying the first Purge last week. And the first Purge is a different movie. And so I was like, I was supposed to jump into it.
I forgot.
It's a movie or a show or something. And you kept saying the first Purge. So I was like,
yeah, like the first one.
Yeah, okay. The original Purge.
That one, yeah. That's funny. That means it's time for Pole Pitch, bitch.
I completely forgot this part's real. Oh my god.
I remembered finally.
Usually I remember while we're recording. I'm like, let me try to pull the list and try to think about it. But I didn't even think about it this time. Hold on.
Okay, pitch, bitch.
I want to pitch the movie masterpiece that is, and I know this is always a mistake on my end. I always pick the more obscure option, and it never wins. But I'm gonna do this anyways.
Sometimes it wins.
It wins when it's Five Nights at Freddy's. That's when I win. I'm gonna double down on this one though. I want to do Triangle. And
I've seen that.
Yes, I think I haven't made you watch Triangle. I think
I've seen it 3 times. It's not bad.
I like Triangle, and Triangle has young Liam Hemsworth in it.
It does. We don't love him, but he's in it.
It is. Do we not? Okay, my bad. I didn't know how he felt about Liam Hemsworth.
We don't like him.
Liam Hemsworth in this, but
we don't like him.
But
he wasn't bad
things
yet.
happened to him in this movie. Not good things happened to him.
He was not with Miley at this point, so at this point he's okay.
Triangle, for the listener, is a it's hard to tell this movie without spoilers, but
Mm-hmm.
essentially a woman goes on like this like boating trip
Uh-huh.
with like a bunch of old friends, it seems like, and
Yep.
a storm casts them aside, and they land up on this like weird cruise ship where strange things
Yes.
start happening, and there seems to be a killer lurking in the shadows.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
it's so good. It's so good.
I'm just to like help a little bit because this movie is good. This movie is good
So
and it is
good.
fun. But you're missing something I think is a key element to get people buy-in. It is a supernatural horror,
No, I don't. I want to keep the supernatural hidden,
but it's gonna help
and
sell
that's why I
it.
said there's weird things happening. That's me saying it's supernatural.
Okay, if you
Weird
want me to
things
cut it
happen.
out,
You can leave
okay.
it in, and just know
But
you spoiled it.
not really. That could be anything.
Weird things happened.
Okay, I will say, listen, as the main winner of polls, I will say, Triangle is good and fun. So can't go wrong. My pitch is the original Final Destination because, hey, we all know exactly what Final Destination is. This is the one that started it all. And it's summertime. This movie starts when they're like graduating, going on a little graduation trip. And Final Destination is a great movie. What does this mean?
Bitch is
You tell me to
July.
wrap
It
it up.
means bitch is July.
So it's still a summertime movie. I want a fun little. I'm not going to say there's nothing to analyze, but I want a fun little horror movie. I want a fun little silly horror movie that we can hoot and holler about. And then I was thinking for the staple, we should keep the summer vibes going and bring back Donna.
Jaws.
Donna. Yeah.
I'll accept it. Even though sharks actually do scare me.
Sharks are crazy. I want to talk about sharks. I actually, fun fact, love a shark movie. Love a shark movie.
Do you recall? This is unrelated, but anything. When you were watching, what was the shark movie you were watching? It was like 30 feet.
Yeah.
I just remember you were. I walked in while you were watching it, and a shark came in the background. I remember I screamed louder than I have in any movie I ever watched with you.
I love shark. They're so fucking funny.
Oh my
They're so
God.
funny. I love shark movies. I will save my feelings about sharks for when a shark movie wins because I have very complex. Like my eyes are tearing up a little bit because I'm thinking about sharks too much. So we got to move on.
Okay.
I really have a hard time processing my feelings about sharks. So those are your options for reminder, for summary. Your options are Triangle, The First Final Destination, and Jaws. So keep an eye out on the podcast Instagram stories and my personal Instagram stories. You will know when the poll's coming up because your feed will be flooded with 3 videos from me showing you each pitch. And once that happens, the poll will be up on the stories.
I'm so fucked, dude.
Excuse me. Maybe you'll win this time.
I'm so fucked.
We got 2 boat movies and 1 plane movie. Big transportation week.
Mine was summary. I picked mine to be summary. I'll be clear on that.
Okay.
So pick mine as summary. I'm sorry.
Hey, I don't think we can lose on this poll. I think we got some good options here.
I just want to win.
Okay. Ben wants to win. Ben wants to win, guys. And then my closing words for you, Ben, are you got the body and I got the brains.
Thank you. Okay, I'm done with that.
Make sure you give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd at the number 9 LHC Pod. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube at the number 9 Lives Horror Club. You can join our subreddit at r/number 9 Lives Horror Club. Keep the hot takes and analysis flowing. Still no real like blog posts at the moment, but again, you see me popping around in some threads. And what's our poll this week?
Is Nightmare on Elm Street 2 homophobic? Yes.
If you're listening because we featured a review in a previous episode, go ahead and drop a little ghosty in the comments below. And we'll see you next week for The Purge. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a warning. Get ready for me to be
Oh, you're
fired
gonna be
up.
popping off. Can I also add on to please comment what trait would what trait would Freddy kill you for?
Ooh. Oh, that's fun.
I
Ben,
think
what
it's
trait would Freddy kill me for?
Kill you?
Yeah.
I think for you it's really hard. I think he'll get you with like some kind of like spider kind of like Halloweeny spooky bitch kind of like theme murder. I think he's gonna kill you in like a gothic Wednesday Addams themed castle.
Okay,
In your
I
dreams.
respect that. That sounds good.
I'm imagining like a bat might like behead you, or like a black cat will kill you in some way.
I have one that tries to do that all the time.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's how I think he'd get you.
Okay, that tracks.
How would he get me?
How would he get you?
Wow. You asked it and you start
probably
thinking.
Food poisoning.
Don't do me like that.
Or dislocated. All your joints dislocate.
Shai is referencing the fact that while I lived with her, I dislocated my shoulder 4 times. 4. It was 4.
Oh, I forget about the jacket one.
Yeah, from taking off my jacket, my shoulder dislocated.
I forget about that one.
That one happened.
The one that did you in.
But yeah, so please comment what trait is Freddy going to get you with?
What? We're dying to know. Get it? We're dying. Okay. Stay spooky. And we will see you next time. Bye.